If you're a business owner and would like more information on sponsoring Geek Therapy Radio, just email geektherapy@iheartmedia.com or call 713-212-8422. And with that, meeting adjourned. Let's get our geek on.
High tech, low tech, or no tech. Through our hobbies and our passions, the geek comes out in us all.
The world's of geekdom.
I am a geek and I'm proud of it.
Geeks.
Geeks unite.
Well, let's get those nerds! Nerds! No!
Did you just call me a nerd?
Not all geeks are nerds.
Yeah.
This is Geek Therapy Radio.
What are we waiting for?
And now your mental curator, Johnny Hamburger.
Welcome to Geek Therapy Radio. I am Johnny Hamburger. Yes, your mental curator for this evening, afternoon, or this morning, whenever you're listening to the broadcast here on KPRC 950, or likely listening to the podcast. And you know, as I say, take me in the shower with you. You got those Bluetooth speakers that are water resistant, IP68, whatever. Take me in there. Scrub-a-dub-dub. On the phone today, I'm geeking out over this. I know it's called Geek Therapy, and this is big time Geek Therapy for me. Sam Battle is on the line. I've got him all the way from the UK. Sam, how are you doing?
Hey, how's it going? All good? Yeah, I'm all right. How are you?
Good. I'm looking out the window here, and I told you I'm here in Houston, Texas, and I know. Are you around London anywhere?
Yeah, I'm sitting in a room in the middle of London right as we speak. Standing outside.
Awesome. So, I'm saying I'm looking outside here in Houston, Texas. It is chilly. It is rainy. It is overcast, and I can't help but think that you might be a little bit familiar with that.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've just looked out the window. It's pitch black, but right. There's a lot of cloud, bright orange.
Right. For listeners who may have not been observant, the UK is very far away from Texas, so there's a 6-hour time difference. So it is nighttime. I don't know if you're just kind of relaxing. I don't know if you have a bedtime or if you're getting ready to tinker on anything else. I have a feeling that you're probably gonna mess with something.
Well, right now, yeah, I'm rehearsing right now. I got a gig in France tomorrow, so I'm cramming in some rehearsals.
That's great. That's a great segue. I was going to ask you. Does this have anything to do with your band Zebra, or is this a solo thing?
Oh, no, it's a solo thing. Basically, Zebra split up maybe about a year and a half ago, but just nearly 2 years, and I was stuck and I didn't really know what to do. Went to home and started doing new computer stuff and kind of documenting like my bit of my odd side.
Right. And so You've started a YouTube channel. I don't know exactly when did you start your YouTube channel, and what is it called?
Well, about a year and a half ago I started it, and it's called Look Mum No Computer. I don't think I actually started the YouTube channel until after that. I just popped them up on Facebook, and then somebody was like, "You should put them on YouTube as well." Yeah,
that's what people have said about my show. They're like, "You should make a YouTube channel for Geek Therapy Radio," and I'm just like, "Yeah, I have. It's there. It's been up for a few months."
Oh, nice.
So yeah,
check it out.
Yeah, absolutely. I've already subbed to you. Sub for sub, bro.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But yeah.
Do that in a sec.
So basically, my YouTube channel is just my show plus some extra stuff that I do. I want to get into what you're into, what you're geek about, and just to touch it off, just to light the fuse. You are a hardcore mad scientist. Tinkerer in my book, electronic synthesizers. So, what are you into? What are you doing over there on Look Mum No Computer?
Oh well, I'm just making rather elaborate musical machines. I think, kind of loads of synthesizers, modular synths, and synths on bikes, and then most recently a Furby Organ.
Yes. Yes, that Furby Organ. I had seen your channel before, a couple things, but that Furby Organ deal, that tipped you over. I think that's currently at 2.2 million views. That thing is beautifully horrifying. Where did you come up with that?
Oh, well, I've always liked Furbies. I was never allowed them when I was a kid, so I think it kind of backlashed from that, and I I just wanted so many Furbies, and then I don't know what, it just came to me maybe in an epiphany shower, you know, when you're having a shower and there's an idea that's like, that's it, that's the one.
Yes.
And then suddenly it's like Furby Organ, and it was like 7 years ago. And then it took a long while to actually decide to actually make it.
So essentially, what I'm talking to Sam Battle here. If you're just joining us on Geek Therapy Radio, Sam Battle has a YouTube channel called Look Mom No Computer, where he tinkers with all sorts of synthesizers and he makes all sorts of instruments out of things that shouldn't be instruments, and it's really cool. He made an organ made entirely out of Furbies. I'm just thinking about the wiring of it all. How many hours do you think that you spent breathing in solder fumes?
My God, I had to buy an extraction fan purely for this because it was into the second day of just solid soldering, and it was just, it was just getting a bit smoggy.
Yeah, you get it. I tinker with some things too, and I'll be soldering the power input on a laptop motherboard or something like that, and I'll start getting a headache, and I'm wondering, why am I getting a headache? And then I remember, it's probably this. I think there is still lead in solder technically.
Or
maybe not.
It isn't the lead; it's actually the chemical additives to keep it soft without the lead being in it that kind of gives you the headache.
Yeah.
But luckily, you won't. It's not the heavy metals.
But the point is, I was thinking, like, why am I getting a headache? I've drank plenty of water. I've got plenty of sodium, whatever, and it's just the lead fumes. So any geeks out there who are tinkering or want to get into soldering things, you need to pay attention to. You're not supposed to solder in a closed room with no ventilation, because at the very least you'll get a headache, and at worst you can actually get some pretty bad stuff. I don't want to focus on that or use that as any way to deter potential geeks from taking up the hobby of soldering. Sam, when did you get into all this stuff? I remember first, not to cut you off or anything, but I remember when I was a little boy, I was looking inside of this red boom box that my brother had, like a cassette boom box. And I remember looking inside like one of the cracks between the seams of the plastic and looking at all the wires and circuit boards in there. And I would imagine myself as a tiny little like human and imagining myself in that like I pictured a whole city, like a whole universe inside there, and I was just climbing around.
Walking around the city.
Yeah. So when did you get into it?
That's a cool one, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a similar thing. I mean, I apparently from ever since I was like a little kid, like whenever any toy that I had was in pieces, my mum and dad didn't really know what to do. So I think it was just the same as you, just the curiosity of like seeing stuff in what's inside things.
Right. I think I read that your mom's iron broke, and you were very young, and you actually fixed it. That was the amazing part. It's not that you took it apart to like be curious about it, but you actually fixed it, apparently.
All I did was blow out the dust.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. So many people want to throw away their electronics. It's just we live in this kind of throwaway culture. I know it's bad here in the States. It might be similar in the UK, but like when we love consumerism is a big thing. And to me, when something's broken, I've told my friends and my family this, when something breaks, I don't get disheartened by it. I'm like, I don't think, oh crap, this thing is broken. I think, oh yay, I get to actually play with something, actually open things up and figure out how it works. And I imagine it's probably similar for you.
Yeah, definitely similar. I mean, my dream when I was younger, it wasn't to be a spaceman or something. It was actually to work in a junkyard.
Yeah. I love
the idea of just having everything everywhere. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I remember I went to a junkyard several years ago. My buddy had brought an old piece of crap Ford Fiesta, the 3-cylinder job.
Yeah.
And we needed to go look for a radiator, and I went to the junkyard and I was like, I don't want to leave here. I'm not going to buy anything, but I just want to keep looking around and climbing over cars and looking, see what cool things or electronics that might be in here. So like to
really cool.
To people that are like you and me, junkyards are, tetanus playgrounds.
Yeah.
Got to take
tetanus jabs, kids.
Exactly. So, Sam, what other? You've done the Furby Organ, which I implore listeners, and again, if you're just tuning in, Geek Therapy Radio, I'm talking to Sam Battle of the YouTube channel Look Mom No Computer, and you may have seen his Furby Organ. It's gone viral. Sam, what else are you up to these days?
Whoa.
What was
Sorry.
that?
Did you hear them?
I did.
Or was it just a noise, or did you hear the Furbies?
Oh, I was like, I thought it was somebody like yelling at you or whatever. Okay, it's a Furby. That's super duper
Yeah, that
creepy.
was I just turned on the Furby organ really quick.
Awesome.
But what are the next plans? Oh, man. I haven't got a clue. I mean, like, maybe about 2 months ago, I put up a video of a flame throwing organ on Facebook, and that was pretty good. It got like 5 million on Facebook. I was pretty chuffed with that. It was pretty good.
Wow. A flame.
But yeah.
Flame throwing organ.
So instead of air going through the organ pipes, it's propane, and then the propane gets ignited by a small naked flame just outside of the pipe. So it goes up. Yeah. Sounds like Thomas the Tank Engine.
Can you do that sound effect one more time? Yeah. If listeners don't need any more incentive to go like and subscribe, Look Mom No Computer, your flame throwing organ. I mean, we could have reduced this, 10 or 11 minute interview down to, I've got a flame throwing organ, go check it out. So go, really, if you want to see a flame throwing organ, go check out Look Mom No Computer on YouTube. I guess a couple last questions to wrap things up here. I know your time is very valuable. You have to put on your goggles and get back to your mad scientisting.
What breaking?
What exactly? What this is kind of a loaded question. What project do you think you're most proud of?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
To be honest, actually, probably my favourite is a synth bike Part Mark II, which is a synthesizer and a drum machine on a bike, which is a rally chopper. I don't know if you have rally choppers over in America. Did you used to have those?
You talking about a motorcycle?
No, it's actually like a kid's bike from the 70s, and it's got chopper on the side. I mean, I don't think it was popular in the US. I think they imported it, and it ended up being quite expensive in the 70s.
Does it look
quite renowned?
Does it look any different Does it look any different from any other normal kid's bike? It
kind of looks like a Ross Apollo. Do you know those?
No. You're on a different planet now.
Looking.
Yeah.
There's like a bigger wheel on the back and a little wheel on the front and stuff like that.
Okay.
It was designed to kind of look like a dragster or something dodgy. But it's got a synth bike. And the reason why I like that machine the most is because it never breaks.
Yeah. That's, and it's also a loaded question because it's saying, what's your favorite project? Is like, who's your favorite kid? Well, we've got so many. But no, that synth bike, do you have that up on YouTube?
Yes, synth bike 2.0. I have synth bikes.
Awesome.
I didn't give up on that idea.
That's cool. And Sam, last question before I let you go and let you plug anything you want. What advice would you have for any listeners, young or old, who might be hesitating to get into a hobby, who might be thinking, soldering, for instance, that seems interesting, but I'm too afraid to get into it, or I've never taken the plunge. What advice do you have for them to actually get into it and enjoy doing it?
I'd say just think of something you've got around that's, like you said, like something that's broken or that you don't use anymore, and take it apart. And as long as it's not mains powered,
right.
Take it apart and it's got batteries in it, and have a look around, have a fiddle around, and just see what's in there. Exactly.
Just take that first step. We all have these geek interests. You get this little geek interest. You think of something in the shower, as Sam was mentioning earlier. Just get into it. Like, what do you have to?
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah, exactly. What do you have to lose? You might find out that you really love it. Sam, this is your time to plug anything you want. Plug your channel. Plug any upcoming things you got going on. Your Patreon, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I think the only thing I can really plug is to go and check out my YouTube channel and my Facebook. Just / Look Mum No Computer. That's about it.
That's
just
great.
Videos of silly inventions.
That's awesome, Sam. I could talk to you probably all day. Thank you so much for your time. Please be safe over there in London. I don't know if it's raining where you are right now, but it's kind of slick around here, Houston. Just be safe.
Ooh.
Just be safe.
Yeah, be safe.
Yeah, and keep doing what you're doing and keep providing that great content and keep encouraging all the little boy and girl geeks out there to follow their passion. So, Sam, thank you so much for being on.
Yeah, thanks very much for having me, and just keep on geeking.
That's right. Thank you so much, Sam.
Thank you very much. Take care.